Hi everyone. Today we have with us Samiksha Rele. Samiksha has just converted IIM Ahmedabad FABM program. So today we are going to have a candid discussion with Samiksha on how did she come this far. Hi Samiksha, welcome on the show. First of all, I would just like to know your background. So where did you come from and how you appeared for CAT. So what's your educational background?
All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Samiksha. Firstly, I have done a bachelor's in science in cell and molecular biology from MS University of Baroda, and it was followed with a master's in biotechnology from IIT Indore. This was my educational background. After completing my master's, I joined Wilgrow with 1 year of professional experience as an impact consultant. After that, I started preparing for CAT and appeared it in 2024.
Can you just tell me something more about your CAT journey? So when did you start and what was your CAT journey like?
So I joined IMS in January 2024. This was the time while I was also working. So my schedule looked like first working till 6 p.m. and then coming to class here offline 7 to 9. Later on, I went on in my home and then studied during the night hours. So this is how it looked for the first few months till July. After that, I resigned from my job, and the next 3 months I devoted completely to CAT preparation. And in the month of November, it was full of mock tests, and then I appeared for the exam.
Apart from CAT, which all exams did you write and what were your scores?
And I also appeared for the SNAP, that is Symbiosis Entrance Test. Herein I scored around 96 percentile. So these were, and also for MyCat, which is an entrance for MICA Ahmedabad. In this, I got a raw score of around 19.5. And along with the other aptitude test scores, I got a shortlist from MICA and also converted it.
Okay. So that was the next question as well.
Yeah.
So what all calls did you have and how many calls have you converted and what the results are waiting?
So I had several calls. I have given around 15 to 20 interviews in this season. Some of my best calls were from IIM Lucknow, their PGP and ABM codes, IIM Ahmedabad's FABM, IIM Kozhikode's LSM. Then I had IIM Shillong, IIM Amritsar, and all the IIM CAP institutes. Other than that, I had SPJ in NM, IFT, MDI, Gurgaon, all these institutes. Right now, the convert lists are still coming out. So I think Ahmedabad was one of the first IIMs to release it. So I've converted IIM Ahmedabad's FABM. Apart from that, I have converted MICA, IMT Ghaziabad, Great Lakes, Chennai. Yeah, these are some of the top converts.
Great. Can you tell me more about the PI preparation phase? So you said you had appeared for almost 16 to 20 interviews.
Yeah.
So what kind of questions generally are asked in a B school interview?
Right.
And what was the main part of preparation of that GDPI time?
So I would say that PI GDPI prep is one of the most important parts of your CAT journey, and that would require a lot of efforts from the student side as well as the institute side from where you're preparing. So at IMS, we had complete support for the GDPI. We had several sessions. Initially, we had sessions for GD topics, which are the most relevant topics that can be asked in your interviews. Later on, we had several mock PIs that were organized by the mentors and teachers of IMS. Alongside, we also had some alumni who were coming from different IIMs like IIM Shillong, Bangalore, etc., and SPJ, who came here, took the time out, and took our interviews. I think that prep was really helpful in preparing for the PI. And so those were the preparatory things that I think we have done to give the PI in a good way.
Can you throw some light on the real question that were asked during the interview? So you can talk about that. What kind of questions are asked in an IIM?
Yeah. So most of the interviews start with the basic tell me about yourself. In this, you introduce yourself in a very brief way. They can have several variations of this question, like they might ask you, tell us something that's not on your CV or that we do not know about you, or an interesting fact about you. So these can be some of the starters. Many of the interviews directly jump with the questions without a tell me about yourself. So they might start that, okay, you have done a master's in biotechnology, so why now do you want to do an MBA? So this is one of the major gist of all. This will be common for all interviews, that why do you want to do an MBA? So this is the most important question, and you should have a very strong and genuine answer for this question. Apart from that, if you are applying to a specific program like FAB and all, so they will ask questions of that domain and field. They might also ask you some current affairs related to your field of study. So for me, they ask me biotech inventions or advancements or any schemes of the government that have come up in the area of health or social development. They might ask about the ongoing wars or economic condition, the budget. All these were the current affairs set of questions. Then from your educational background, they can ask some key concepts that you have studied. They usually ask me statistics and mathematical questions as well, since I did not come from math background. So they might maybe just wanted to test if I'm good at that. So these were some of the questions. And if you have work-ex, then your questions would revolve around your work-ex also. So you should know your work in and out, all the principles, which are the big companies working in those domains. So these are the few questions that were asked in the interviews.
Do you get these kind of questions to compare IIM? Suppose for an example, you had IIM Lucknow as well as IIM Ahmedabad. Does any IIM ask that you both the IIMs you have calls from? Which one would you select or something like that? Dilemma type of questions.
Yeah, this is one of the most common type of questions which was asked in almost all my interviews. So they tell you that you have a call from IIM Ahmedabad, FABM and Lucknow. So which one would you choose amongst these two? So you should have a well thought answers. You should also go through their website and curriculum very thoroughly, so that you can show them that you have done your bit of preparation and know what are the details of the course and how they differ from each other. So if you say you are choosing this over the other, you should have strong points to validate your take. So these are some of the questions that were asked.
So Diamis, you were a classroom student, so I've also taught you. I just knew that you were very meticulous and regular as far as classes are concerned.
Yes.
How important mocks were? So IMS Test Series, how important SimCats were in the preparation of your journey?
So I would say that SimCat started really early on when we joined. I think within a month or two, and in that phase we were not really prepared to give SimCats, and we were really scared of it. But our mentors supported and encouraged us to appear for as many mock tests as possible, even if you do not feel 100% confident, because that stage of confidence comes very later. So with their encouragement and motivation, we gave as many mock tests and did not miss a single SimCat. SimCats have proven to be really useful, especially the SimCat solving sessions that happen after the SimCats. You understand what are your areas of weaknesses and strengths, so you can work and plan, strategize your approach accordingly. So SimCats were really useful. Also, we had on center SimCats. So IMS had booked a few actual CAT centers to take our mock tests, and I think that experience was very helpful because some of us really got the same centers. So that familiarity actually helped in easing the nervousness of the examination.
Great. See, as far as your profile is concerned, you were also part of Club 100, right?
Yes.
So there are some sessions of Club 100, some workshops. So how did you enjoy those workshops? Did you feel intimidated by those workshops?
Initially, I did feel intimidated because in Club 100, there were all people who had scored above 90 percentile in most of their SimCats. So the batch was really competitive, but I would say that the workshops were very helpful for us in preparing. The questions that were covered were from actual CAT past papers and advanced level questions, which are really important for us to gain confidence and know the tricks and tips to crack CAT in the most efficient way possible. So the workshops were very helpful.
Any kind of advice or any kind of I would say pointers that you would want to give to the future CAT aspirants, your juniors per se?
Yeah. So I would start firstly, the first set would be for the preparation of CAT. So consistency is key. I know many of you would be managing your work along with studies. Try to be as consistent as possible and give the required amount of time for the preparation. You might have to spare some weekends, make some small sacrifices, but in the end it will all be worth it. So consistency is the most important part. Second would be give as many mock tests as possible, because that is the most nearest experience you would get to the CAT exam. So give a lot of mock tests and analyze those mock tests very thoroughly. Giving is just the smallest part of it. Then you have to go home and analyze it completely. These are the two for preparation. And second would be for the GTPI. As important as is getting a good score in CAT, more important becomes your PI. because getting a good score is the first step, and cracking PI is the final step to convert your dream college. So focus on PI. They would try to gauge your communication skills, clarity of thought, how well prepared you are with your academics and your professional experience, and overall how do you conduct yourself, your personality and thoughts and opinions on many topics. So try to also build those skills along with your prep, or you can spare some time after your CAT for these skills. So these are the important tips from my end.
Yeah. Any input on when to start preparation of CAT? You started in January, right? So do you think January is an apt time, or did you get some time? Would you have liked to get some time more on your preparation, or you feel that it is less time or it is a more time? So can you throw some light on that?
So in first of all, allocating time for the CAT exam, it depends on your personal aptitude and capacity. I would say for me, starting in January was a good time to start, because that helped me gain broader insight of how the CAT exam works, what are the things that I should be focusing on early on. And later on, after resigning from my job, when I gave it complete time and devotion, I think that is when it really helped me crack the exam. On my side, if you ask me, I think if I had some more months towards the end of complete CAT preparation, I would have definitely scored a bit more than what I have. But I think a good time to start is minimum 9-10 months prior to the exam.
Congratulations, Samiksha, and all the best for your future endeavors. Hey guys, so that was Samiksha for you. She got into an IIM. You could be the next. What are you waiting for? Come join IMS.